Have a look at the lineup for heat number 4 here in the opening round for the Roxy Pro G-Land. Tyler Wright, the two-time world champion, out there in the red jersey. Lakey Peterson, who is currently sitting in 6th position on the rankings, is out there in the black, and Tatiana Weston-Webb representing Brazil.
Especially like now it's tide going lower, tides and trade winds, so you will see like a couple sections where you're going to get barrel or you're going to high line it, or when you're going to hit turn.
Here goes Tyler Wright looking to get things started. Smooth flow, grabs that rail, rips off the bottom, straight into that first turn. Now dropping into the zone. She's going to get out of this one.
Well, that was one of the biggest sets we've seen today.
You can take us through this one. Really have the speed, but also kind of look like they're moving with the ride and flowing with it.
Yeah, see that? If you're goofy foot, you can get barrel on that one. She missed a reach section on that wave. So it's a bit hard on the backside with this size. Yeah, so especially with the tide going to get lower, we're going to get more suckier and more slowed down. So you have to surf differently.
Yeah, you got to really adapt as you make your way down the line. I love that insight though. Positioning wise, Rich, you really got to get the takeoff right.
Yeah, as we see up and riding, this is Lakey Peterson.
Riding that top half of the wave, just getting some speed, drops to the bottom for a moment. Just charging down the line with just so much momentum here. And now the wave slows up and Lakey's going to go to turns. Oh, this one's just going to stretch out in front of her.
That can so easily happen on your backhand, where you just find yourself racing the whole wave and you actually get to the end and you go, I haven't done anything yet.
I know,
it's fast.
She should just hit it right away on that one.
Up the top, it looks like there's a nice, fun little wave funneling down, but you sort of got to hold your position on those couple of takeoff zones, don't you?
Yes. Especially when the lower tide, I think you should keep an eye on that one ledge. I think could be get a good score from that spot. Well, Uluwatu is a more like a perfect, like especially when 3-4 foot is racetracks or the peak, but when high tide.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Tatiana tucking in. Wow, find some cover. Nice big open barrel. Now to turns. Whips one off the top. And she just picked this ride beautifully out there with priority. And we got to see her really lock in there. That wasn't a shallow tube. She was well and truly behind the curtain and should score really well, Rick.
And this wave just starting to get that classic G-Land look to it. She can see this section looming up. She puts on the brakes, gets the arm in the wall to slow her down a little bit. Gets some great travel time and vision. And I love that she backed it up with a nice clean snap. And as that wave closed out, she just pulled through, but really clean, nice line.
Such a smart read here, Rizal. Great technique, double hand drag.
Really good technique. I think she's going to do well in this comp based on the free surfing.
It's like we're going to see Tyler.
Well, we've seen Tyler in free surfing sessions get some amazing backhand barrels. Might need one in this heat with the jersey on. Nice committed hit there. Solid stuff from the 28-year-old.
Here's the replay of Tyler. Nice snap, kind of an under the lip hook. Then she comes around, holds on that bottom turn a little bit longer, and really gets some leverage off that second turn there. See the section standing up here, drives off the bottom.
It's going to take another level for her to turn in the big result here and get the victory. As we see Tatiana up again, trying to get rid of just a throwaway score. So much speed as she hammers down the line here. What kind of room can she find on the inside? Nice hit there. Climbs up over the roof again. Wow. Did really well to stay on her feet with all that impacting white water there on that shallower section of the reef here at Money Trees.
Just so controlled. So we watch the replay here. Bit more down the line work at the start of this one for Tatiana. And just looking for her chance to attack. Now she gets it. Nice clean snap. Doesn't overcommit, but she does commit to that last turn. And just so sure-footed.
Just to Tatiana, just, tactically, if you take off on a wave here. Welcome back to the Roxy Pro G-Land. Have a look at this thing lining up for Lakey Peterson. Beautiful looking wall stretching out as she rides high and now drops. So much momentum to set up this first turn. really transitioning nicely, laying that board over off the bottom. But this wave is going to get away from her.
Supposed to be swell getting bigger as well, they said through the afternoon.
I think we're seeing it here, Rich. What do you make of this ride?
Yeah, well, you can see there's a different pace to it. Even these bigger sets, they start to slow up a bit, allowing our competitors a bit more room to move and get these turns off and running. Lakey getting a bit of a two-turn combination. There's a point I want to make here, but we'll come back to it because Tyler's up and riding.
Well, Tyler, she did have a 7.17 on her last ride. Didn't have a whole lot of room to move, but she finds some more space on this one. Smartly dodges that barrel and comes around and tries to lay that board over.
She wouldn't have got a turn if she tried. Here we go, live action.
Yeah, it's going to be Lakey Peterson finding some cover here. And she needed a good ride. She was in combination chasing a two-wave total of 15.17. So that's, again, positive signs. Lakey from the takeoff this time able to find that barrel.
You either set it up and kind of wait for that lip to fold over you like Lakey did here. Great technique. Or you enter that section that's kind of looming in front of.
Love the commitment on show here as this one comes to a close. Heat 4 of the opening round in the bag here at the Roxy Pro G-Land, and Tatiana Weston-Webb, another one of those surfers, putting an excellent score on the board. And Tyler Wright, Lakey Peterson, they'll have to fight their way out of the elimination round.